On the last episode of Mad at the Internet, we discussed how Styxhexenhammer, aka Tara Warwick, aka a man that fondled a woman's breast very uncomfortably after giving her a garden homegrown tea, um, was arrested for domestic battery in Nolens and was sent to the Nolens Parish Prison, which is actually a jail for some reason. There, he sleeplessly waited in a room with 12 black men who did drugs in front of him and in front of jail guards, awaiting to be bailed out by Jeremy Hambley, aka the Quartering, who now owns his soul, apparently. Styxhexenhammer maintains his innocence, says that he will beat the charges, but in the time since then, some weird shit has happened. First of all, Samantha Catherine, who is identified to be somebody that he knows, probably the woman, says, so without trying to start more shit than has already been started, I could use some help. Those who know me well know I hate asking for help. I don't like others feeling responsible for me because I've learned it gives others a superiority complex when they think they've bought the right to control me. And then there's a quote, when everyone is done grifting off the drama of my trauma, feel free to donate to my Cash App or PayPal so I can move the hell on from people who think they own me and can threaten my finances, threaten my life, my husband and kids. That would be great. It's in my bio. So that's a weird thing to say because Styx beat her, I guess, and she has husband and kids. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. Then this extraordinarily weird video was posted from this YouTube channel, but this user who made his first post, I want to say, not even. This user archived it. So it's a very weird video, and we'll listen to it together. The editing choices are not mine, obviously.
Look at the picture.
So super, super weird intro. The still frames show her with a bloody nose, I want to say. Has that happened yet? No, nice.
I swear to you, you've made your bed, now lay in it. I don't care if you're crying. It makes no difference to me. You've treated me like absolute shit this entire time. I'm 1,000 miles away from my home, with a person who, apparently, I can't trust at all, as my guide. Do you know how that feels? You won't answer the question because, of course, the question invalidates your particular opinions. How lovely. I'm so imperfect. I'm so terrible. And you're just... everything about you is perfect and divine. With your tarot cards.
Okay, so that was a weird one. It then cuts to 3 messages before ending. The first one is Charles saying, why don't you just talk this out with me, Sam? I am trying to be reasonable and I know you care for me, but I will not survive another jailhouse rock. This is supposedly him trying to get her to cooperate to have the charges dropped because he doesn't want to go back to jail. And then there's another message. He says, at great hazard, I send you one last response to the message you left in the room. I am not cheating and won't. I didn't mean to hit you with the phone. I will never find someone as great as you. I have commanded Mom to let you stay at blank. If in need, and yes, you may reside at blank, my lawyer will push for the charge to be dropped, and I hope to return soon. This is all my fault, and I will stay off alcohol for life. I saw alcohol yesterday and felt only disgust for it in myself. I humiliated my family, hazarded my work, and worst of all, now you aren't beside me. I beg forgiveness and will become the man I need to be. I doubt you ever want me again, but if there's even a 1 in a million chance, I will go the distance. You can reply, but I dare not say anything further except I love you. Be safe, and I will abide by the protection order. I will never deserve someone as perfect as you, and I will feel guilt for this forever. And then there's a random picture of, I'm assuming that's, I thought that was Narcissus, but it's just the naked lady, so I don't know what's going on there. So there you go. That is the Tarl update. I don't. It's hard to say if this is real. There's a lot of people in the replies to the Kiwi Farms tweet on Zitter saying that this is AI generated, because it doesn't sound like him on his YouTube videos. Like it's his voice, but it sounds different. And I'm just like, he probably sounds different when he's talking down to a woman that he's throwing shit at, and trying to like wear her down versus how he talks to his audience when he's like comfortable in his zone. I imagine people sound way different in those circumstances. But it's hard to imagine that that's AI. It doesn't sound like it. So there's that. There's a lot of people making fun of Hambly for bailing him out, but we'll see how this turns out. I don't like him so. Okay, back to Juju the Cow. Let's check out what's happening on the Dick Show. Here we have Juju wearing a picture of Riley's mugshot because I guess he thinks that's really funny.
So Vito says, "Oh, I'll get somebody for your war game, right?" And we're posted up in the middle. And he brings this girl over, and
So it was like a little party, I guess. I don't know what a war game is. I imagine that's like a party or something. So he says, "Okay, I'll bring a femoid for this party."
I said, "Oh, okay, hi." So I explained the rules, and she goes like, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "Okay, like the Revolutionary War." She goes, "Oh man, they're just starting to teach us that, but they haven't told us when it started yet." And I said, "I'm sorry, what? How old are you?"
Yeah.
She goes,
"Good question."
13. And I said, "Get the hell out of here, Vito. You're telling me the first person you bring over is a 13-year-old girl." Bro, help me.
Help yourself out.
Oh, no.
Help yourself out.
It's a funny story when your pedophile friend that you've known for years brings over a 13-year-old girl to your house. Bro. It looks like your associations are bad. What a shame. I don't usually like to talk about Juju and his friends because his acking, his wheezy I can't even do his laugh. You brought over a 13-year-old girl. It's funny when I laugh like that. It's funny when I laugh like this. But this is what Vito's up to. I figure I'll hit all three marks at once and be done with it in one episode. Vito is now a VTuber. Oh boy. I wanted to talk about VTubers today. That was definitely on my agenda. Let's hear what VTuber Vito sounds like.
Who has been the vice president for the last 3.5 years?
Oh!
You're running mate, not mine.
Kamala gave
Donald
the
Trump
nuclear
consistently
weapons.
made the world
How does anyone
more
watch
secure.
this shit?
Now,
Why
we
am I
talk about
watching this shit?
The secret.
This is your anime babe. It's probably like that's VTuber men. I just imagine where like the woman that they're attracted to. So imagine that the 13-year-old girl probably looked like that, and she got picked up after school. She was like vaping on like the playground, and he was like, "Hey, you look like you're pretty mature. You want to go play war games with my buddy? He's real famous in LA." And she was like, "Yeah, I guess." And they abducted her. This is the second time, by the way, that he's tried to do a VTuber thing. This was his other character model. So I guess he's updated. He's Vito. Look, say what you want about Vito, but his tastes have matured. He's gone from being interested in 8-year-olds to 13-year-olds in an edgy stage. So our boy is growing up. His interests are growing with him, chat. You got to give him a break. Also, speaking of pedophiles, his pedophile friend Max Karson, whom he has known for a long time, and who famously made a review where he explained that he was sexually attracted to all the girls on Cuties, which is how Dick even got into the whole Cuties thing, was defending this review because Vito knew this guy and Dick knew Vito, so this big circle jerk happened, and now Juju the Cow will forever be known as the Cuties guy, in part because of Max Karson. Well, Max Carson's working on his own documentary that he says he spent $20,000 on. Max says, it's currently taking up all my time and a lot of my money, but it's an important story to tell, so bear with me on the lack of Substack posts for the moment. Because of the sensitivity of my story, I can't make any kind of announcement until I'm done filming, but I can say that it's a journalistic piece in the vein of Reckless and the Destiny Report. I'm hoping to be done filming interviews in the next month or so, but it may take longer. The goal is to set up the film on Netflix, and as always, to generate thought and conversation around the subject.
I've decided to announce that my documentary is about child's. I'm not ready to get more specific than that yet, but I've got 32 interviews filmed. probably 40 or 50 conducted, maybe 40 that weren't filmed, but took notes and stuff. And I think I need another 10 or 20.
So this guy was paid $20,000 by Netflix to go around interviewing raped children, and somehow he's accomplished this, and he's now talking about it in the hopes of stimulating conversation about child assault, because of course he is. So I don't know who the fucking Netflix approved this. I actually tried to reach out to them to confirm that this was even true, and they haven't gotten back to me. So if you have press credentials, I know people with press credentials watch this. You might want to reach out to Netflix Press, the media center, and figure out what the fuck is going on with this, because that's insane. If they actually gave this retard money to hassle assault survivors, that is literally nuts.